Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Monday Night Raw results and WWE main event spoilers for this week of September 24th, 2018. Happy birthdays from the 21st, Jack Briscoe with more 1941, Ricky Morton, 1956, Matt Hardy, 1974, Kerry, September 23rd was Matt Hardy's birthday, September 23rd also, Kerry Sane, she was born 1988. 24th birthday, Stephanie McMahon, 1976. Shane Thorne, 1985. And rounding out birthdays for the 24th, Sonya Deville. She was born 1993. By the way, WWE announced that Sasha Banks is injured. She's been pulled from the Mixed Match Challenge Season 2. Bobby Lashley's new partner will be Mickie James. No word yet on when Sasha suffered her injury, but her last TV match came on September 3rd. She teamed with Bayley to defeat Ember Moon and Dana Brooke that night. She also worked the live events that weekend from September 7th through the 9th, where she teamed with Bayley, Natalya, and Ember Moon to defeat Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Alicia Fox. And you can see that, the action there. Kathy Kelly made an announcement on Banks in the video. At WWE, breaking news due to injury at Sasha Banks, WWE must step down from at WWE Mixed Match Challenge Season 2. And Mickie James will team with at Fight Bobby in her place. Hashtag WWE MMC. Seen at last night's WWE live event, Carmella has changed her hair color by going from blonde to what looks like dark purple or reddish brown. Carmella is teaming up with R-Truth in this year's Mixed Match Challenge. They will take on Asuka and The Miz tomorrow night. And there's 3 links for that. You see different pictures and what have you of her hair color. And now she looks fugly. And the person, Carmel's Worth one tweeted, Carmella has brown hair. And there's one of the Twitter, the second link for that. Okay, John Cena went ice skating in Yinchuan, China, something he hasn't done in 20 years, can be found in this link. Ernest Miller spoke with Chair Shots to the cranium about working with James Brown, signing with WWE, and the Great Muta. You check the full interview of this link here. I'm here to highlight signing with WWE after WCW was purchased. John Laurinaitis reached out to me. I thought I was out of the business. WCW was over, and I was getting ready to go back into martial arts. But I got a call from Johnny Ace who said, listen, Ernest, I believe in you, and I believe in your character. His famous segment with James Brown in WCW. I wanted James Brown to come and do something with me, but I didn't know how to get in touch with him, so I kept doing his routine. And one day, in the audience, this guy said he was a representative of James Brown, and James Brown said he liked watching me. He scared the heck out of me. The way he looked at you, the way he moves, that guy's got to be one of the greatest entertainers in the ring today, man. Getting rid by other wrestlers about Muta's missed. Some of the guys once played a rib on me. They said, Cat, that stuff he spits in your eyes, keep your eyes closed. Because if not, it burns like hell. Then they said, when it gets in your face, skin and hair, it sticks in your hair, and you got to cut it out. Well, I guess that's when he started going bald. Miller also discussed training Mickey Rourke for his film, The Wrestler, and you can check out the full interview at that link above. Stephanie McMahon celebrating her 42nd birthday. Her father, Vince McMahon, and husband, Triple H, tweeted the following comments on Stephanie's birthday today. At Vince McMahon, each year I have so many new reasons to be proud of her. Happy birthday to my daughter, at Steph McMahon. At Triple H, there's no better place in the world than by your side. I love you. Happy birthday, at Steph McMahon. And in the picture, it's like a silhouette of 2 people sitting side by side on a rock with a view of like a river down below. IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega was in a commercial to promote a Razer headset. Omega is part of the Razer team and will be doing more projects with the company. Just a reminder, NJPW Fighting Spirit Unleashed is live on NJP World this Saturday at 8 p.m. Be sure to join them for live coverage. And you can see the video, that link for the commercial. At NJPW Destruction in Kobe, YOSHI-HASHI had his own Titus O'Neal moment as he crashed into the side of the ring as he ran down to help out his Chaos stablemate, Kazuchika Okada, from Jay White's attack. Unfortunately for YOSHI-HASHI, he ended up legit slamming into the edge of the ring and busted himself open. NJPW put out a storyline injury update that YOSHI-HASHI was hospitalized after suffering a head and left shoulder injury. And you see the slip at this link here. Due to the assault by Jay White, as they're saying it. During his match at Game Changer Wrestling event, Joey Janela jumped from the top rope and had a tough landing on the floors, immediately grabbing for his knee. Janela has since posted an update on Twitter. My knee is pretty swollen, but the good news is I can slightly bend it, slightly turn it, and put pressure on it. And baby step walk on it. Janela then said he'll be getting an MRI this week to see if there's any damage to his knee seriously. At Jane LaBaby, whose Twitter account, Bad Boy Joy Janela, update, my knee is pretty swollen, but the good news, I can slightly bend it, slightly turn it, and put pressure on it. Baby step walk on it. I'm going to schedule my MRI tomorrow, so hopefully I can knock it out Tuesday. This Twitter link video tells a different story, but time will tell. A bad brain caught the moment, and he's the one who posted the video link for you. It is now confirmed that Mia Yim has indeed signed with WWE. 2018 Mae Young Classic competitor started with WWE back on Sunday, September 16th, according to PW Insider. Also noted before that there was speculation on Yim, a former TNA Knockouts champion, signing after she appeared in a WWE NXT Twitter video from the WWE Performance Center in Orlando. Yim recently revealed on Twitter that she's dating NXT superstar Keith Lee. She also revealed she's roommates with Shayna Baszler and Jessamine Duke. WWE recently filed trademark to the following names, so they may be headed to the main roster very soon: Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, Otis Dojovic, Tucker Knight. As noted, WWE former tag team champion Rob Conway is working as guest trainer at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando this week. He tweeted the following on the gig at this link, and he's got pictures of it. At the Rob Conway, excited and humbled to coach at the WWE Performance Center this week in Atlanta, on my way to Orlando at WWE. The Mighty versus the Street Profits has been confirmed for this week's NXT episode. Also noted, other matches announced for the show include NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa versus Otis Dojovic in a non-title match, and Lars Sullivan in action against an enhancement talent named Victor Orchard, who is an indie veteran that has wrestled in Louisiana as well as Texas, named Vordell Walker. Behind the scenes video from The Miz's new Sound Slammers commercial for Mattel can be found in this link. Liv Morgan has suffered a concussion on tonight's Raw from Denver. Tonight's show saw the Riot Squad defeat the Bella Twins in the Italian six-women action, but the announcers noted towards the end that Morgan had been taken to the backstage trainer's room to be evaluated. Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan finished the match together. It appears Morgan was knocked out on her feet after taking the yes kicks from Brie Bella. One kick connected a bit high and hit Liv in the face. She went down and did a kick out of a pin attempt and later was involved in a triple suplex spot, but she was pulled from the ring right after. Morgan was undergoing concussion tests backstage after being removed from the ring, according to PW Insider. No word yet on test results and if she suffered a concussion, but I'll keep you updated if there's any news posted by the SmackDown video. Brie Bella tweeted also on the following on Liv's potentially being injured. At Bella Trends, every match on #Raw is an opportunity for us to entertain our fans. Our intentions as at WWE Superstars is to win the match, never injure our opponents. Thinking about you only live once tonight. At WWE comments, at Bella Trends and at Net by Nature are showing #Riot Squad how to take care of business on #Raw. And that can be found on this link. WWE tweeted a clip of the 8-woman match I was telling you about with the possible injury to Sasha Banks. It was an 8-woman suplex at the live event from Billings, Montana. The match saw Ember Moon, Dana Brooke, Bayley, and Natalya defeat Mickie James, Alicia Fox, Sarah Logan, and Ruby Riott. Again, this link. At WWE, raise your hand if you've seen an 8-woman suplex. #WWE Billings. At Ruby Riott, WWE. At Sarah Logan, WWE. At Alicia Foxy. At Mickie James. At Nat by Nature. At It's Bayley, WWE. At WWE Ember Moon. At Dana Brooke, WWE. WWE NXT superstar Nikki Cross is back on the road with the main roster this weekend. She teamed with Asuka and Naomi to defeat Carmella and the Iconics at Saturday SmackDown live event in Tucson, Arizona, where she debuted the brown hair, brown is purple, and they worked the same match at Sunday's live event in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And here are a few shots of Cross on the road this weekend. Can be found these links. One Instagram and one Twitter account. Update going into Raw from Denver. PW Insider reports that Undertaker is backstage, but due to the results, he was not used on the show. So likely he's taping a SmackDown video highlight. Taker will likely be there to promote October 6th Super Showdown match with Triple H in Australia. Spoilers for the following main event episode. Zack Ryder and No Way Jose defeated Mike Kanellis and Mojo Rawley. Apollo Crews defeated Tyler Breeze. Raw opened up with a new WWE intro video. Now, then, forever. Before it started. So it's not really new. Live from outside of the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado, as a limousine pulls up, acting Raw General Manager Baron Corbin is waiting. Stephanie steps out, and Constipated One wishes her a happy birthday. She just stares at him, and he starts singing happy birthday. Well, in the middle of his happy birthday, Triple H steps out, and Corbin immediately stops singing. Corbin has Stephanie's office ready, and he wants to lead her out to the office. She says everything she can say to him can be said right here, right now. Triple H walks off because this is too awkward to witness. Stephanie scolds Corbin for the job she's done. Says he's done. Says Kurt was forced to go on vacation, noting how he booked himself in a WWE Universal title match last week. Constipated One doesn't accept the blame and comments on the Shield running wild. Stephanie says he's lost control. She tells him to get 2 partners to face the Shield tonight and threatens him with his job, mentioning Angle again. He might be returning next week. As Stephanie walks off, to end the segment. We go inside the arena as Michael Coleslaw welcomes us to the show. He chimed in by Corey Graves and Renee Young. The Shield immediately comes out to a pop. Dean Ambrose, Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins, and Universal Champion Roman Reigns. They come through the crowd as JoJo does the ring introductions. The crowd finally calms down as Ambrose takes the mic. Ambrose says, "We're looking at the 3 workhorses of WWE. They may have lost a few battles here, but they have never lost the war and are still standing. Reigns takes the mic next and says, and gets some more booze. He brags on their resumes and says all they have to do is this. Reigns and Rollins raise their titles in the air. Reigns says these titles are the keys to the kingdom, and everyone should want them. That's why Brock Lesnar came back. Why the acting GM is booking himself in title matches. Because these titles will change your life. Reigns says the only men that deserve these titles are the ones standing in the ring right now. Rollins says this has always been, will always be about being the best, and that's what they are. Rollins says Braun Strowman wants the power so bad he recruited a pack of jackasses to try and take out the Shield at Super Showdown, but that's not going to happen. Rollins calls Constipated One the world's largest substitute school teacher and mentions tonight's match. Rollins calls Corbin out and says the Shield would like to show him how much of a problem that they can be right now. Music hits and out comes Corbin. Constipated Woman wants to say to his boss Stephanie is here tonight and it's her birthday. The Constipated One won't let Raw turn to madness like it has for the last few weeks now, and he's putting his foot down. Corbin says he and his partners will toss the Shield around the ring, and he promises he will impress his boss. Corbin says they will expose the Shield for what they are, selfish individuals. Corbin says everyone in the locker room dislikes the Shield individually and as a group. Constipated One says that includes these men. Strowman's music hit, and out he comes. With the Raw Tag Team Champions, Ziggler and McIntyre. Strowman speaks from the stage and tells Reigns to shine that title up real nice. Still the watch lines. Because he won't be wearing it for very long. Braun then says he can see cracks start to form in the Shield, and it's just a matter of time before they implode. Strowman then says at WWE Super Show, he didn't finish it, Showdown, it will be the four of them versus the Shield. And he doesn't mean Corbin. Four guys? Who's the fourth one? Rollins cracks jokes at Braun for his math being off. Someone says Ambrose is starting to see the light. Ziggler chimes in and says Ambrose doesn't need the Shield, but they need him. Ziggler knows how good Ambrose can be, and now he has nothing but Rollins and Ambrose have everything. Rollins says that's ridiculous. McIntyre gives Ambrose props for pushing him to his limits last week. McIntyre then says Rollins and Reigns don't appreciate Ambrose and he deserves more. Ambrose continues to try to turn Ambrose on the Shield, and Rollins tells him he's full of it. Ziggler says Strowman is going to win Reigns' title at WWE Crown Jewel, and if Ambrose hangs with him, the Intercontinental title will all be his. Ziggler goes on and wants Ambrose to turn his back on the Shield as well. Reigns interrupts and tells him to shut up. Reigns says the people didn't pay to hear Ziggler run his mouth. They paid to watch the Shield beat them up. So let's do it. It looks like we're about to have a fight, but Constipated One runs down and gets in between them, and the Hills reach the bottom of the ramp. And that's as far as they go. Fans want them to fight, but Constipated Corbin says it's not happening. Corbin says McIntyre and Ziggler have to defend tonight. And he will take care of the Shield with his partners. Raw's music hits and the Shield looks on from the ring. Still to come segment, the Raw Tag Team titles are on the line. Also, Bobby Lashley versus Elias. We see Finn Balor backstage warming up as Bayley approaches. Balor and Jinder Mahal will take place tonight, and Jinder will have Alicia Fox in his corner with Sunil Singh. We go to commercial. First match, you got Finn Balor versus Jinder Mahal. Back for the break, out comes Finn. He's off on the stage, out comes his mixed match challenge partner, Bayley. They head to the ring together. Jinder is waiting in the ring. His MMC partner is at ringside, Alicia Fox. Sunil Singh is also there. They lock up and go to the corner. Jinder beats Balor down and Scoop slams him in the middle of the ring. Jinder keeps control and takes Balor back to the mat. Jinder drops Balor again with a shoulder block. Jinder keeps Balor grounded as fans and Bayley try to rally for him. They run the ropes and Balor hits a drop kick Balor clothesines Jinder over the top rope to the floor. Balor runs the ropes again and leaps out, taking Jinder down on the floor. Balor runs back into the ring as we go to commercial. Back from the break, Jinder beats Balor down again as their mixed match challenge partners cheered him on. Jinder drops his knees and puts the boots to Balor while he's down. Jinder gets an abdominal stretch in. Balor rolls to a pin attempt and drop kicks Jinder in the face. Jinder runs into boots in the corner. Balor runs the ropes and nails the flying forearm. Balor drops Jinder and stomps on his chest as the fans cheer. Balor takes it to the corners, but Jinder ends up kicking him in the head. Balor comes right back and takes advantage of Jinder being distracted by his ringside supporters. Balor can't immediately capitalize, but he nails a sling bait to take Jinder down. Jinder would roll up for a 2 count, and Singh interferes by tripping him while the referee isn't looking. Bayley ends up tripping Jinder while the referee isn't looking also, even the score. Fan chant for Bayley as Fox approaches her at ringside. Referee turns his attention to them. Bayley drops Fox at ringside. Singh comes over and yells at Bayley, but she hits him with a Bayley to belly suplex on the floor. Balor takes advantage of the distraction and rolls Jinder up for the win. After the match, Balor and Bayley celebrate before leaving. We go to replays. Jinder then exits the ring and looks down at Singh, who is still rolling on the floor in pain from the suplex. Jinder then manhandles Singh some and bullies him as Fox exits on. Jinder brings it into the ring and continues the punishment as a "You Shut" chant starts over the crowd. Jinder and Fox are all smiles as they start doing activities to find their inner peace as Singh stumbles around. As a segment, he was doing the announcer said that he was doing Shanti. Well, they had a backstage segment where Alicia thought he was saying Ashanti. You know the singer? Yeah, she started doing some singing about it. Promoting their Mixed Match Challenge video. And also showed us a video from last night's match between Ruby Riott and Ronda Rousey, and the Bella Twins making their save after the match. Last week's Raw, that is, Natalya and the Bella Twins versus the Riott Squad was up next. We go to the ring. Out comes Natalya to the stage. Out next to the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie. They all head to the ring together. We go back to commercial. Back from the break, Riott Squad is finishing up their entrance. Liv Morgan starts off with Nikki, and they go at it. Liv takes control and mocks Nikki, but she drops her. Nikki with a more offense and a 2 count. Brie tags in, and they double team Liv for another 2 count. Brie with more orgasm, yes, kicks. Now, while Liv is on her knees, Brie with another 2 count. Liv stumbles as she pushes Brie back into the corner, and then comes Ruby Riott. Ruby takes control and takes Brie to the mat, and some fans chant for Brie mode. Ruby ends up sending Brie into the corner, but she runs into an elbow. Brie nails a missile drop kick and screams out for Brie mode. Brie with a running knee to the face while Riott's down. Brie with another pin attempt. Brie blocks the suplex, but Sarah Logan runs in to help Ruby do the double team suplex. Nikki runs in to help block that. Liv runs in to make a triple suplex attempt, but Natalya comes in and stops it. The faces hit the triple suplex, and the Riott Squad goes to the floor to regroup. The Bellas and Natalya look off on the ring. Ruby comes right back in and quickly rocks Brie, sending her out to the floor and go to commercial. Back from the break, Logan has Brie down on the mat. Nikki and Natalya try to rally for her. Brie tries to make her come back, but Logan floors her with a forearm. Brie tries to fight back and ends up hitting Ruby on the apron. Ruby tags in and drops Brie. Coleslaw says Liv has been taken backstage to the trainer's room to be evaluated. More back and forth between Brie and Ruby. Brie comes off the ropes, slams Ruby on her face. Logan tags in and misses a punch. Brie tags in Natalya, and she comes in with a clothesline to Logan. Natalya knocks Ruby off the apron and hits a German suplex on Logan. Ruby charges, but Nikki stops her. Ruby sends Nikki out of the ring with a knee. Brie comes out to help Nikki. Natalya rolls Logan up for a 2 count. Ruby tags herself in, but Natalya doesn't see it. Logan goes for a move, but Natalya blocks it. Natalya applies a sharpshooter to Logan, but Ruby kicks Natalya in the face to break the hold. Ruby then hits the riot kick and covers Natalya for the pin and win. After the match, Ruby checks on Logan on the outside as the Bella Twins hit the ring to check on Natalya. We go to replays. So the come segment, Constantine Corbin and two mystery partners versus the Shield. Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Dean Ambrose, Braun Strowman, Zack Ryder, Baron Corbin, No Way Jose, Titus O'Neal, many more superstars come out to the stage, starting the second hour of Raw. They're bringing kids in with them. Colton says this is for a special Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month segment. That's commercial. Back for the break, Raw Commissioner Stephanie McMahon is in the ring with Triple H. Everybody's thinking it's about the promo for the Australia and the other event, but it's not. Stage is full of superstars and young fans. Stephanie talks about WWE's efforts to fight pediatric cancer, all in the name of the Crusher, Connor McCallum, for Connor's cure. She notes that they have raised more than $2.5 million and helped more than 400 families with various needs through Connor's cure since it was launched. She also talks about this year's Superstars of Tomorrow theme, where survivors created their own WWE personas. Triple H talks about how the WWE Superstars spent time with the kids and their gimmicks. They go on, as Stephanie mentions, their new partner in the battle against pediatric cancer, Conway, the car company. This leads us to a video package on the partnership with the footage of WWE Superstars meeting survivors backstage. The Hyundai car decorated backstage with handprints from superstars, and the kids is driven out next to the stage as fans stand and clap for the survivors on the stage. Stephanie then introduces the 2018 Hyundai Youth Ambassadors, Carter and Elizabeth, the same two kids that were in the video that they did previously. They come out with an executive from Hyundai and high-five the superstars on the stage. Then a ring with a shot of a table with something hidden under red cloth, shaped like championship belts. Triple H then takes the mic and says they're champions, but around here, champions need something to show for it. He raises the red cloth and reveals two custom WWE title belts for Carter and Elizabeth. Then you got the red belt for Raw, and then you got the white women's championship belt for Raw as well. And the girl got the women, and the kid, the boy, got the WWE championship belt. Triple H, Stephanie, Carter, and Elizabeth do a group hug. A "You Deserve It" chant starts up from the crowd. Triple H and Stephanie raise their arms. Hyundai Hope on Wheels executive Zafar Brooks speaks next. He's the representative and gets another round of applause for Carter and Elizabeth. Brooks talks about Hyundai's fight against pediatric cancer and the new partnership with WWE. He says WWE does great work in the fight and are proud to team up with WWE. He asked for another round of applause for WWE and says together they will be putting a smackdown on pediatric cancer. Brooks then announces a $200,000 donation to Connor Cures on behalf of Hyundai Hope on Wheels and their dealerships around the world. Brooks then reveals a large check for $200,000, and they all pose with it to end the segment. He acts like he doesn't actually want to let go of it. So the come segment, the Shield is 6-man action. Also, the Revival gets another title shot. We go to commercial. Back from the break, we see Dean Ambrose is just standing backstage by himself as Ziggler walks up, and Ambrose grabs him by the collar. Ziggler doesn't want to fight, and Ambrose lets go. Ziggler rants about how the Shield doesn't appreciate Ambrose. He says during tonight's main event, Ambrose needs to turn, but Ziggler knows how hard it is to turn on your brothers, so all he has to do is give Ziggler and Drew McIntyre a signal, as they will be watching. Ziggler walks off. Next match, you got Connor versus Chad Gable. Again, they messed up switcheroo on the names. When they first came out at the decision, Connor was a skinnier guy, and Victor was the bigger guy. Well, Connor is now the bigger guy, and Victor is the smaller guy. We go to the ring, and Chad Gable's in the ring with Bobby Roode. We get a sidebar from recorded earlier with the two, who are all about WWRD. And Bobby's thinking, what is WWRD? Well, it's topic on. WWJD. What would Jesus do? Well, you got what would, it's actually WWBRD. What would Bobby Roode do? The Ascension is out. Next, Connor with Victor. We also get a sidebar video with Connor warning Gable. The bell rings and Connor goes to work on Gable, beating him around the ring. Connor whips Gable hard into the corner and he goes down. Connor with a 2 count. Connor cuts off Gable and keeps him down. They end up in the opposite corner and Roode offers a distraction, allowing Gable to perform the arm bar on the ropes. It's broken, but Gable keeps fighting. Gable looks to bring Connor down again, and as he mounts offense, Gable with a running kick, and then another. Gable with a jumper suplex for a 2 count. They end up in the corner again, and Gable goes for a moonsault, but his opponent moves out of the way, and he lands on his feet. They run the ropes, and Connor levels Gable in the middle of the ring. Connor ends up hitting a modified gut-wrench powerbomb for the win. After the match, Ascension looks on from the ramp. As we go to replays, Roode hits the ring to check on Gable. Charlie Caruso stops Triple H and Stephanie backstage as they're headed back to the limo. Caruso asks Triple H about The Undertaker, but Stephanie cuts her off. Triple H says it's all right and asks Caruso what she wants to know. Triple H says if Taker is worried about a suit, he's already lost because they aren't fighting in suits or inside boardrooms. Triple H says if Taker's worried about taking his soul, that's an issue because he sold that long time ago. Triple H goes on and says the end is near for The Undertaker. He steps into the limousine and leaves with Stephanie. We go back to the announcers and Cole Soft plugs WWE Super Showdown and Triple H versus Taker match. Raw Tag Team title match, The Revival versus Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. We're going to ring out first our Raw Tag Team champions, Ziggler and McIntyre. Ziggler was out first, and Drew then joined them. They head to the ring together, back to commercial. Back to the break, Revival is out as the two teams face off in the middle of the ring. Scott Dawson starts off with Ziggler and takes early control. Dash Wilder ends up coming in, but Ziggler makes a tag. Ziggler turns around and quickly tags in McIntyre. McIntyre unloads on Dash and beats him around. Ziggler comes back in, and Dawson also gets a tag. More back and forth action between the two. Dash and Ziggler end up back in the ring together. To do some more dancing, Ziggler goes for a big DDT, but Dash counters and slams him to the mat. Dash applies a ring of Saturn and makes him scream. Dawson yells at Dash to break Ziggler's arm. Dash gets a 2 count and ends up clotheslining Ziggler over the top, but they both tumble out to the floor. Dawson walks over and gives Dash some encouraging words to get up. McIntyre also walks over to keep an eye on Ziggler. Dash gets to his feet first and waits for Ziggler. Dash charges, but Ziggler moves, and Dash runs into steel ring steps. Ziggler rolls into the ring as the steel ring steps are knocked out of position. And Dash slowly comes in and behind him. McIntyre gets the tag, and he stomps away on Dash. McIntyre with a big powerful suplex for a 2 count. And we go back to commercial at that point with McIntyre in control. Back from the break, Ziggler tries to stop Dash from tagging, but he gets it anyways. Dawson unloads on Ziggler with strikes and drops him. Dawson with a heel kick. Dawson knocks McIntyre off the apron. Goes back to work on Ziggler. Dawson with a big butterfly powerbomb for a close 2 count. But Dawson can't believe he kicked out. Dawson places Ziggler on the top and rocks him. Dash tags in for a big double team from the corner. But Drew tags in to break the pinfall. Dash ends up on the outside with Drew, sending him and his hand into the steel ring post. Dash with a big DDT to Drew on the floor. We see Dean Ambrose backstage walking. Ziggler and Dash go back and forth in the ring now. Ziggler with a big DDT for a 2 count. Then Ziggler goes for a famouser, but it's blocked. Dash gets Ziggler on the shoulders and tags in Dawson for a big top rope double team clothesline. Dawson then covers, but Ziggler kicks out right before the 3 count. Dawson has words with the referee and argues that he had the 3 count. I thought he had the 3 count myself. Because it was 3, as it was a 3 count before the kick out. Some fans are booing. Fan chant, "This is awesome." Dash tags in, but the double team is blocked. Ziggler stumbles back into the ring. McIntyre comes in and takes out Dawson, sending him out to the floor. McIntyre then places Dash on the top and chops him. Drew sends Dawson back out to the floor. Dash comes off the top, but Drew catches him. Dawson drop kicks Drew, and Dash turns that into the cover for a 2 count. Drew with a big headbutt to Dash and a big kick to Dawson, sending him back out to the floor. Ziggler tags in, and they nail the Claymore zigzag combo. Ziggler covers Dash for the pin to retain. After the match, McIntyre and Ziggler pose in the middle of the ring with the straps as we go to replays. McIntyre and Ziggler hit to the back as Ziggler's music plays. So it comes segment, our 6-man main event, plus Bobby Lashley versus Elias. I think I fell asleep right after the match, because it was kind of getting boring. We go back to the ring. Crew members are setting up for the return of the Kevin Owens show. That's about all I've seen right there. Back from the break. Announcers plug John Cena's return at the WWE Super Showdown. Continue with Bobby Lashley against Elias and Kevin Owens. We go to the ring and Elias is out for another performance. Elias says Denver doesn't deserve to hear him tonight, so he's going to pass it on to a friend. Elias goes on and brings out his tag team partner and his biggest fans, Kevin Owens. Owens thanks Elias for the stellar introduction and says he is Elias' biggest fan and tag team partner for this match against the dream team of Lashley and Cena. Owens calls them. Cena says Cena is the man, arguably the greatest WWE superstar of today, and the man who Owens beat on his first night here. Owens says that's that Super Showdown, but they need to talk about what happened last week with Lashley and Lio Rush. Elias says he doesn't want to look at the people or talk to them. Owens says he will do the talking. Rush doesn't know how much about Rush, but he's Lashley's hype man, and he talked unprovoked trash about Owens on commentary last week. Owens then says Rush is lucky he's a fair man and wants to get to know him. Owens has invited Rush on tonight's show. Owens introduces tonight's guest, and out comes Rush. Rush comes out to the stage and thanks Owens for inviting Lio Rush to the Kevin Owens show. Owens then cuts him off and tells him to come down to the ring and have a seat. Rush says he and Lashley made Elias and Owens look like fools last week. And we all know Owens is out here tonight to make up for those failures. Rush says he is Lashley's hype man. He is a 23-year-old piece of gold. And he may be young, but he's not naive. So he will stay on the stage tonight. Elias says they planned ahead and got Rush a booster seat. The crowd laughs as Elias puts the booster seat in Rush's chair. Rush has someone else everyone wants to see and hear from. He does the grand introduction for Lashley next. Lashley comes out to a pop from the home state crowd. Rush and Lashley head to the ring as we go to commercial. Elias versus Bobby Lashley is up. Back for the break, fans chant for Lashley as they size each other up. They lock up and Lashley shoves Elias back to the corner. Lashley slams Elias in his face. On his face. Elias goes to the corner and gets a bite from Owens. The KO sucks chant from the crowd. To get going as Lashley keeps control of Elias. Lashley works Elias over in the corner. Elias sends Lashley face first in the corner, taking him down with a headlock. Fan chant for Lashley. They run the ropes and Lashley drops Elias with a shoulder. Lashley with another pop as he takes Elias back to the corner. Lashley ends up hitting a crossbody in the middle of the ring. Lashley with a big clothesline in the corner now. Lashley mounts Elias in the corner and rocks him with the right hand. It spans kind of long. Lashley with a side stab for a 2 count. Lashley charges in the corner, but Elias gets his boot up. Elias comes off the middle rope, but Lashley catches him. Lashley lifts Elias up, but he slides down and takes out the knee from behind. Chop block. Owens encourages Elias to capitalize. I think I just woke up at that point. Elias goes to work on Lashley and stomps away until the referee pulls him off. Elias with a running boot to the head. Elias pulls Lashley to the corner and slams his leg into the ring post as Rush watches. Lashley slams the same leg into the ring post again. Owens mocks Lashley as Elias comes back into the ring for a 2 count on Lashley. Elias continues to work on the left leg of Lashley, applying a submission and chopping Lashley while they're on the mat. Lashley punches back and eventually breaks a hold. Elias gets up and stomps the injured leg while Lashley remains on the mat. Elias now gets another pin attempt. 2 count. Elias stands up and approaches, but Lashley fires right back at him with right hands. Lashley with an elbow to the face and a clothesline. Lashley clotheslines Elias over the top rope to the floor. Lashley follows out and slams Elias' face in a barrier. A second time. The referee counts them both. Lashley brings him back in the ring and the fans chant his name. Lashley goes to the apron to enter the ring, but Elias takes a knee out, and Lashley falls to the floor as they go to commercial. Back for the break, Elias has Lashley in a half crab in the ring while Owens talks trash in his face. Lashley ends up breaking it and sending Elias out to the floor. Elias runs back in, but Lashley catches him with a reverse DDT. Elias quickly gets up and they trade shots in the middle of the ring. Lashley with a kick to the gut. Lashley keeps control and clotheslines Elias. Gets popped for the crowd. Lashley lifts Elias for the vertical suplex, pulls him in the air. Lashley drops Elias as Rush looks on. Lashley charges at Elias, but they both tumble over the top rope to the floor in front of Rush. Owens goes after Rush, chasing him in the ring, right back out. Owens runs at Lashley and hits him in the face with a knee. Referee calls for the bell. Winner by disqualification, Bobby Lashley. After the bell, Owens acts like the knee was an accident, but goes back after Rush, but Rush does some impressive jumping around. Elias and Owens end up catching Rush in the ring, but Lashley makes a save, sending him the heels out. Lashley's music hits, and he stands tall with Rush in the ring. McIntyre's backstage when Seth Rollins walks up, standing face to face. Rollins says Drew talks about the Shield using Ambrose, but the truth is McIntyre is one being used. Seth says Braun Strowman is just using Drew to get what he wants, and we all know Ziggler is the weak link of their tag team. Rollins misses Ziggler getting all the Intercontinental title shots and says Drew should be getting those. Rollins says Drew has been carrying Ziggler and literally carrying him out of Hell in a Cell. Rollins says before Drew accuses Rollins and Roman Reigns of using someone, maybe he should take a long look in the mirror and think about who is really being used. Rollins walks off, leaving McIntyre in thought. Ziggler walks up and asks what that was about. McIntyre says he don't worry about it and walks off. McIntyre says, don't worry about it and walks off. Nia Jax versus Alicia Fox. We go to the ring, out comes Nia to a pop. Ember Moon is with her. Back to a commercial. Back from the break. Announcers show us video of actor Kevin Hart giving a WWE pop quiz to actress Tiffany Haddish. This is to promote their new Night School movie. Also, supposedly a TV show as well. We go back to the ring, and Nia will waits with Moon as we see a sidebar video recorded earlier today with the two. Moon mentioned Jax being nominated for a People's Choice Award. Alicia makes her way out with Mickie James and the injured Alexa Bliss. Match starts and Jax goes to work on Fox. Jax overpowers and slams Fox. Jax with another big move, sending Fox to regroup on the floor with Bliss and Mickie. Moon runs over and nails a big rolling cannonball to Mickie on the floor. Jax comes out and rolls Fox back in the ring. Fox kicks Jax as she re-enters. Fox with a swinging neckbreaker for a 2 count. Fox keeps Jax grounded in the middle of the ring now as Mickie looks on. Jax powers up and rams Fox back into the corner while on her back. Fox counters and levels Jax with a running kick. Fox with another 2 count. Fox works Jax around with strikes and some trash talking. Fox charges, but Jax scoops her for a big Samoan drop and covers for the pin. After the match, Moon hits the ring to check on Jax and raise her arm. Bliss enters to check on Fox and help her out of the ring. Dean Ambrose backstage with Drew McIntyre enters. Ambrose gets in his face, asks what's up. Drew says he should be asking the same thing to Ambrose. Drew mentions the talk that he just had with Rollins and wonders what he would be up to. Drew says it's either two things. Rollins has this big idea for a four-man shield, or everything they said about Ambrose being used is true. Rollins reminds Ambrose that he has been stabbed in the back before by his brothers, then walks out as Ambrose watches, thinking about the past. And that's a type of look at Triple H versus Undertaker before sending us back to commercial. Back from the break, the announcers lead us to a video package for Triple H versus Undertaker at WWE Super Showdown with Kane and HBK in their corners. Announcers confirm Michaels for next Monday's Go Home episode. The Shield versus Constipated Corbin and the Authors of Pain is your mystery tag team for the Constipated one. Speaking of the Constipated one, I might go ahead and tweet Seth Rollins and give him the permission to use the Constipated name that I've been given Constipated one for about a month now. So since his turn like that with corporate, I call him Constipated. We got a ring for tonight's main event. Out comes the Shield, Dean Ambrose, the Continental Champion Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns champion. Hit to the ring through the crowd. We go to commercial as they pose for the crowd. Back for the break. We get next week's Raw. Will feature Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens, plus Riot Squad versus Raw. Ruby Riot versus Raw. Ruby champion Ronda Rousey in non-title action. We go back to the ring and the Shield waits for their opponents. Constipated one is out next with a smirk on his face as he calls on everyone to give it up for the Shield and their first match together on Raw in more than a year. Constipated one says this may be their last one together because we all see the breakup coming. Corbin says the entire roster was beating on the door to be their partners tonight. He introduces his partners, and out comes the Authors of Pain, the Common Brother, and accompanied by their manager, Drake Maverick. Also 205 Live General Manager. The match looks to be ready to begin, but Braun Strowman's music hits. To interrupt, Braun comes to the stage with the Raw Tag Team Champions, Ziggler and McIntyre, bringing out chairs, and they just sit them down and stare at the ring before taking their seats on the stage. To watch the match, Corbin starts off with Ambrose. Ambrose takes Corbin down first, turns the hold into a quick pin attempt. Corbin then turns around, but Ambrose takes him with a drop toe hold. Ambrose keeps Corbin down, rocks him. Rollins tags in for a double suplex with Rollins. Rollins with a big 2 count on Corbin. Akam ends up tagging in and manhandling Rollins a bit before dropping him with a shoulder. Rollins boots Akam and Ambrose tags in. They double team Akam, but turn it around to the new legal man, Razer. Razer floors Ambrose and Rollins at the same time, double clothesline. Razer scoots Ambrose, but he slides out. Reigns tags in, and fans give a mixed reaction as Razer stares at him. Reigns stares back as the crowd pops. They meet in the middle of the ring, and Razer talks trash. Reigns swings first and connects. Reigns goes on, but Razer takes him to the corner for a shoulder thrust. Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre are still looking on from the stage. Reigns fights back with an elbow and right hands. Reigns scoots Razer for a Samoan drop, but can't get him up. Reigns drops Razer, but Razer quickly gets back to his feet and gets in Reigns' face. All 6 superstars face off in the ring. A big brawl breaks out, and the Shield clears the ring. As the fans pop, Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre stand up on stage and grab their chairs. They start heading to the ring with the chairs, and the Shield waits. Authors of Pain and Corbin take advantage of the distraction from behind, attacking them, sending Ambrose and Rollins out of the ring into barriers. Corbin hits Reigns with a choke slam backbreaker combo in the ring, but Reigns kicks out of 2. We go to commercial. Back for the break, Reigns goes down with Corbin. Akam and Rollins get hot tags, and they go at it. Akam misses a shot, and Rollins nails an enziguri. Rollins goes on and hits the blockbuster as the fan chant burn it down. At him. Rollins cranks up for the stomp as fans do the chant again. Rollins kicks the com instead, and Corbin pulls Rollins out to the floor over the top rope. Corbin tags in and rams Rollins back into the barrier. As constipated one grabs Rollins, sends him into the barrier again. Rollins gets double teamed on the floor by the Authors as Drake cheers them on. Corbin brings Rollins back in the ring. Razer tags back in. Ambrose looks on for the tag. It's a fan chant for him. Rollins fights up and out of a hold, but Razer rams him back into the corner. Akam tags in for a double team in the corner. Akam with a 2 count. Akam with more big moves to Rollins before tagging in Corbin. Constipated one takes his time with Rollins and looks down at him in the middle of the ring as Corbin knocks Reigns off the apron with an elbow. Ambrose tries to come in and go at it with Corbin, but the referee gets in between them. Rollins gets up and drops Corbin with a sling blade. Akam comes over and pulls Ambrose off the apron. Reigns runs over and rocks Akam, but Razer makes the save. Drake watches as they double team Reigns and sends him into the steel steps. The Authors drop Reigns on the floor with the last chapter. Corbin lifts Rollins in the ring, but Rollins slides out and rolls him for a 2 count. Corbin catches Rollins with a deep 6 for a close 2 count. Razer tags in, and Akam goes to the corner for a double team setup, but Rollins counters before they can hit it, sending him one out of the ring and dropping the other. Corbin tags in and stops Rollins from tagging, but Reigns counters, and in comes Ambrose. Ambrose unloads on Corbin as the fans pop. Corbin looks to block the Dirty Deeds attempt, but Ambrose rolls him up for a pin attempt. Ambrose ends up taking out all 3 opponents with the baseball side out to the floor. Ambrose brings Corbin back in the ring and goes up top, but Akam comes from the floor and crushes him, sending him to the mat. Corbin grabs Ambrose for the end of the days, but Ambrose punches him. Corbin runs out and right back in. The big U-turn move that he does. Back in, but Ambrose catches him with a neck breaker. Ambrose goes to the top and hits the big elbow drop, but the Authors of Pain break of the pin. Rollins and Reigns are still down on the outside, unable to help momentarily. Reigns suddenly hits the ring with a Superman punch to Razer to take him out. Rollins hits a comp. Rollins with a stomp to Corbin and a big dive. Rollins with another dive to the floor on the Authors. Ambrose ends up nailing Dirty Deeds on Corbin in the ring. One of the Authors of Pain gets knocked back off the apron. Reigns tags in and calls for a spear on Corbin. Reigns nails it, and Corbin gets up. Reigns covers Corbin for the pin. After the match, the Shield stand tall in the ring as Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre look off on the stage. Drake regroups, the Authors on the outside. Shield's music stops as we see Ambrose on the outside, looking to be in deep thought, just sitting at the barrier. Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre stand up as they look down at the ring to see if this is the signal they were hoping for. Ambrose returns to the ring, stands with the Shield for their signature fist bump. As Ambrose puts his fist up first, and the guys follow up. Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre have moved closer to the ring now, but they just watch as the Shield pose together and stand tall in the ring as Raw goes off the air with the Shield taunting their Super Showdown opponents from the ring. The dark segment after Raw went off the air from Denver saw a comedy bit with the Shield, Dean Ambrose, WWE Continental Champion Seth Rollins, and WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, Acting General Manager Baron Corbin, Braun Strowman, and Raw Tag Team Champions Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. There was no actual match, dark match main event, thanks to the results from Raj Geary, that was attending the show after the show went off the air. The Shield forced Corbin to sing "I'm a Little Teapot" before beating him up. Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre hit the ring to brawl with the Shield, but the Shield got the upper hand and sent the crowd sent them packing, doing their finishers. The show ended with the Shield putting Corbin through a table that was brought in earlier by Ambrose, which was they also forced to make him sing "I'm a Little Teapot" again for a second time. And that concludes my results and spoilers for this week. Thanks again. See you on the video. If you don't know, just comment, brothers and sisters. Ooh, yeah!